Hey, what's up, guys? How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. Before we get into today's vanilla beat goat deck profile, I just want to say that we do Edison, Hat, Tengu Plant, all those niche retro formats. If you guys like this stuff, subscribe for more. Like the video, it's free of charge, obviously. And here we go. We got vanilla. Vanilla, if you're unfamiliar with the term, it means normal monster. So these are all normal monsters in this deck. We are playing the biggest level 4s of the format and Summon Skull, spoiler alert. But that's just going to allow us to do the most damage possible. And then we have spells and traps that synergize with playing normal monsters. So let's get into the profile. And of course, if you guys have any suggestions for changes that you would make along the way, let me know down below. Here we go. We got 3 Gemini Elf. She is a 1900 level 4 beater. She says elf twins that alternate their attacks. Because we're playing all vanillas, I don't mind reading the descriptions. I think it's pretty cool. Next up, we're playing 3 Luster Dragon. He's a 1900 beater. He says a very beautiful dragon covered with sapphire. It does not like fights, but has incredibly high attack power. No shit, that's what we're playing, you dude. Next up, we have 3 Archfiend Soldier. Another 1900 beater, no surprise, level 4. He says, an expert at battle who belongs to a crack diabolical unit. He's famous because he always gets the job done. Dude, that's why we got you. You get the job done. Next up, we have another 1900 beater. We have 3 Mad Dog of Darkness. He says, he used to be a normal dog who played around in a park, but was corrupted by the powers of darkness. Okay. Next up, we have the assassin himself. We have 3 Insect Knight. Another 1900 beater, level 4. He says, of all insect fighters, he is the paragon of the indestructible insect invaders, which only the elite of the elite can join. We can no longer ignore their unmatched battle prowess. Okay. And lastly, because these are the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are the only 5 cards in the whole damn card pool of GOAT format that are level 4 with 1900 attack. And we played all of them. So that's, 15 monsters? We're only playing 18 total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I don't want to lie to you. We're going to be playing 3 Summon Skull. This is the biggest single tribute monster in all of GOAT format, and happens to be vanilla as well, which is great for us. It says a fiend with dark powers for confusing the enemy. Among the fiend type monsters, this monster boasts considerable force. Yes, he does. And that's our 18th and final monster, Summon Skull. If you guys would play anything different, let me know down below and why. I don't think you would, because there's nothing left in the card pool. If you want to play one of the 1800 beaters to add more monster count, that's fair. Yeah, these are the guys. These are the 1900s, and then Summon Skull. Biggest normals in the format. Frostosaurus comes up next in like some later formats, and he's going to be a 2600 1 tribute, which outdoes Summon Skull. All right, so next up we have these spells. We're going to play Phone, Car Keys, and Wallet. You can't leave home without these. These are the 3 best spells in the format. So we're going to play them because we need some general support for this deck. Next up, we're going to play Snatch Steal and Premature Burial to help steal some opponents' monsters and bring back some big guys. I do like when I card Destruction or Lightning Vortex, weigh my Summon Skull, and then I Premature Burial it back. That just feels really nice, getting a 2500 beater off the Premature Burial. Next up, we have some backer removal. We're playing Heavy Storm and Mystical Space Typhoon. You guys know what these cards do. Nothing much to say about them. Just really good backer removal in the format, both limited to 1, so you can't play more than that. For the vanilla / normal specific spells, here we go. We are playing 3 copies of Heart of the Underdog and 2 copies of Dark Factory of Mass Production. Heart of the Underdog says that during your draw phase, when you draw a normal monster, you can reveal it to draw 1 more card. So I typically like this in deck counts that play like, or decks that play like higher monster count. But because we are playing 18, I mean, we're going to draw them, right? So the odds of us drawing into something that's rewarding, like a spell, right after it is actually pretty high, a spell or a trap. So it's not the worst. I mean, if you don't draw it, you don't draw it, but it's whatever. And then Dark Factory Mass Production, that's going to allow us to go +1, get some cards back. That's why I like playing these discard spells, because we go pluses off this, and then we can capitalize with these. So yeah, select 2 normal monsters from your graveyard, add them to your hand. For the last spells of the deck, we're playing the 1 Lightning Vortex. It's limited to 1 in the format, so it's card destruction. It says discard 1 card, destroy all face-up monsters your opponent controls. So sometimes we fall behind because, dude, we're playing vanilla, so it's not the best. So being able to out your opponent's whole board is pretty nice. And then card destruction, just help dig for some of those power cards and get some stuff in the graveyard for that premature burial, and spoiler alert, Call of the Haunted. Just kind of, you know, build up some card advantage. All right, so next up we have the traps. Let me move these out of the way. To start with, we have some super generic stuff. We're playing the 1 Mirror Force, 1 Ring of Destruction, 1 Torrential Tribute. Got to play them. We need everything in our favor to go right. This is not a very good deck. I'm not even going to lie to you. It's rogue as hell. Just a concept deck, really. Just playing vanillas. Play effects. That's why they're better. But play effect monsters. That's what I'm trying to say. If you want to play vanilla, give it a shot. I think this deck's pretty cool, but you're going to have to play other rogue just to have fun. Otherwise, you're going to get slaughtered. So we got Call of the Haunted for our last generic trap. And then we had 1 extra slot in the deck, believe it or not. So I wanted to play this, just have some more back removal. We're playing the 1 Dust Tornado. Dust Tornado is going to help us go in and feel a little safer because we're only playing 18 monsters. It is a slightly lower monster count. We don't want to get our stuff eliminated. Sometimes we're on dead draws. That's why I also like Heart of an Underdog, because it allows us to kind of keep digging through our deck, give us a little draw power. And lastly, for the spice, play your effect monsters. That's what I just recommended, but this deck can take advantage of the fact that those guys will go bye-bye. You could also play Royal Oppression, although I don't think it's the best in this format. That's why it's at 3. Edison's at 2. But you could like cut out Premature and Call the Haunted to play Royal Oppressions and just try and sack your opponent that way too. There isn't a crazy amount of special summoning in the format though, so you hit the chaos monsters, you might hit their Call Haunted Premature, but that's about it. Maybe a meta, yeah. But it's really, it's not as prevalent as an Edison format for sure. But effect monsters still something that you have to stop. So playing 3 skill drain is really cool that we play in this format. Just shut off everybody's effect monsters and floodgate them out. So yeah, that's the deck, guys. If you have any card changes, please let me know down below and why. And if you guys like Edison, Tengu, hat format, we got it all here. So subscribe for more. We appreciate you. See you in the next one.